evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena action. Drafted a pretty strong rogue deck here. It's been performing quite well. I beat a priest and a mage in pretty good style, the two overpowered classes. Now, to be fair, those opponents both played nothing on turn 1 and on turn 2, which gives you a huge advantage in the game if you do have plays to make, because I basically won the opening sort of for free in both those games. We'll see, surely later in this arena we'll have some folks who play some stuff in the early turns, and we'll see how this deck holds up. Ziggy the Druid, I think, the name sounds somewhat familiar. Okay, we're going to go ahead and keep the Perdition's Blade, and the reason for that is this is one of the few combo cards that does not actually need to be comboed in order to be good. Actually, I have a handful of combo, and these are all pretty miserable. I really wish I were the second player. Oh my god, it'd be so great if I were second right now. That could, like, determine the entire game. Having, you know, 4 power and 3 health on the board on turn 1 or not is kind of a big deal. But anyway, we get to play this, which is nice, and this will be good even without combo, because you can ping something and then whack it, and then deal a lot of damage to it. Oh god, oh no. Okie doke. It's gonna be one of them games, huh? Well, I could actually backstab and get the combo off on this guy, but it's a bit lackluster. I think what I'd rather do is play this, which basically is similar to a ringleader. I mean, this gives you a 2-2 and a 2-1. This gives you a 2-1 and a 1-1. So this I'm getting like 1 less power, 1 less health. But the idea here is I'd like to see, because I might need to backstab to combo out the Perdition's Blade, if he's got like a Mark of Nature or something. Alright, he's gonna Wrath it. Let's draw a card. Seems like a fair move. And backstab might also be helpful for, you know, comboing out Edwin. Okay, let's go ahead and swing for 1, I think. And, well, let's think about this. I could... Problem is, if you kill this thing, you're, like, sort of saving yourself against future agony later, potentially, if your opponent's going to, like, put Mark of the Wild or Mark of Nature on it. At the same time, a 4-5 is a lot of resources to bring down. Like, I don't really want to expend the resources needed to kill this. I could backstab play Edwin and get a 4-4, which is a little bit unimpressive. I could also backstab and play this. But then everything dies to a swipe. I'm trying to remember to play around swipe a little more. I think actually the correct thing is not to play any of this stuff. Let's just make a dagger and swing at his face. Normally I would not swing at the face, but since there's a very real chance I'll be playing a Perdition's Blade, figured I might as well, you know, use up this dagger if it's going to get busted up anyway. Definitely a risk keeping this thing here, but I want to make him prove that he actually has something before I deal with it. Alright, here's a 3-3. Oh, I really wish I had 5 mana. Damn. So I could backstab this, play these guys, and then play Edwin, and be awesome. Here's what we'll do. We'll backstab this thing, use the dagger. Here we will combo out my ringleader. And a good tip, don't click end turn until it's glowing green or until you have no glowing green circles on your field. So I'm looking here and I see, oh, I do have a glowing green circle. Let's not forget to attack with it. We'll pass the turn. So Edwin, yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate that I wasn't able to get him out. I think I could have played him here as a 4-4, but it seemed better to do it like this.
I'll never tell.
All right, that is never going to be better than a 1-2. That is just a bad card. Okay, so I could shiv this thing. That will let me combo the Perdition's Blade to kill the Secret Keeper. I could use my 1-1 to kill the 3-1, get 4 damage in. Seems like a decent move. I could also shiv this thing, kill this with my creature. Use my use my dagger to kill the Scarlet Crusader. Then I'll have a bunch of 1-1s. He could swipe me and kill everything off. It doesn't seem quite as good. But let me then play the Injured Blade Master. I don't want this guy to take damage though, because then a swipe on anything will kill off my whole board. So that seems a little bit silly. Let's go ahead and do the original plan. So we'll get a card here while the card is good. Sap. Okay, this is actually amazing because I have a perfect answer, the best answer, should he end up buffing this Ancient Watcher later, or silencing it or something like that. So now I can, oh, here's how I do it. Yeah. I swing at the Scarlet Crusader. I do Perdition's Blade with the combo to shoot that to death. And then I actually get to keep all my creatures. So if he has a swipe, he has a swipe. It's fine. I don't mind if he swipes this card. If he swipes me and just kills this... Or no, he'd have to swipe the ringleader. Wouldn't mind if he did his whole turn on that. I got good things to do. Okay. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. I could, of course, sap it. What I'm doing then is getting rid of my only out should he end up top decking, which is likely to happen at some point, some kind of thing for this. I mean, he would not have drafted this unless he had Silence in his deck or Mark of the Wild or Mark of Nature. So, I mean, it's kind of tempting to hang on to my sap. But if I do sap this, what I can do is I can play a Leper Gnome and I can play this guy as a 6/6. And then I get to also deal, what is this, 5, 6, 7 damage to him. Yeah, I think it's actually worth it. I'm going to be the aggro right here. Let's do this. Let's do this. Swing, 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 swing. And now's the time to do the combo. Alright, this is glowing green, so you're safe to click it. Okay, so now even if he buffs this, I've got a 6/6, which is pretty good. A 6/6 is basically like a 6 mana value card that I only spent 3 mana for. Alright, here comes the Abomination. Fine. I don't have any Silence in my deck. I could attack it with Edwin, but then Edwin would die, as would everything else. So this is all gonna die anyway. Might as well just, you know, use it or lose it. So don't attack with the weapon here. There's no point. Again, this stuff's all dead no matter what, so I might as well just use my creatures up. And yeah, we're gonna swing for 6 damage. I think I will swing for 2. Play this guy. And let's go aggressive. I mean, I'll just punch him in the face. He now has to, well, you know, get some taunt here, either by buffing this with a taunt card. Actually, even that's not going to be enough, is it? Because I can just bust through and swing at him with my weapon. So this weapon deals 2 damage, so a single use of his hero ability does not save him. Normally, druids can keep up with the rogue's hero ability with theirs because they gain the armor, but against this Perdition's Blade, he cannot. Wow, that's interesting. So he spent his whole turn killing that thing. I don't know what he could possibly do for 1 mana. All right, well, I'll get the kill myself or not because Ziggy's going to concede. I say that was a very strong game. He did go a card down by playing that Ancient Watcher because he never drew any of his Marks of the Wild or Marks of Nature or Silences. But then again, that was his choice drafting that card. I mean, if I were a druid, would I take Ancient Watcher? Let's imagine it's like pack 1, pick 1. You've got like Ancient Watcher, Angry Chicken, and Stupid Murloc. I maybe, or like Ancient Watcher, Secret Keeper, and Angry Chicken. I mean, yeah, I guess there are times. I could see myself taking that, but it's a tough situation. All right, I'm gonna keep this hand. I could mulligan some of this stuff to fish for my Defias Ringleader, but honestly, these are really good cards, and the infinitesimal improvement to my odds of getting a Defias Ringleader, I think, is not worth throwing away a hand that's pretty much adept at dealing with anything, really. Luigi's. Nice name. So, the really tough decision to make here, assuming he passes on turn 1 without doing anything, which is no longer a safe assumption, but it happened, is do I coin out the Murloc Tidehunter? So the pro of doing this is that on my next turn, I've already got, you know, 3 power, 2 toughness on the board. I can make a dagger, have that ready for Deadly Poison the following turn. The con is, though, that if he plays something else, I can actually coin into the Perdition's Blade and shoot it on turn 2. Fuck you, ass! I could coin into the Perdition's Blade on turn 2 and shoot it. Well, my instinct's telling me to do this. I've lost at least 1 game just because I didn't coin out my 2-drop, even though there's no particular reason. Like, having this out I think is nice. If he plays like a 2 toughness creature, like a Knife Juggler, say, I could, of course, have coined a Perdition's Blade and shot it, but instead I can, like, you know, dagger up and, you know, kill it that way. Alright, so Edmund Van Cleef, he likes to show up a lot. We'll go ahead and follow the old maxim of don't let paladins keep creatures. Being a rogue against a paladin always feels super great because if he makes his recruits, your 1 use of the dagger kills off 2 of his recruits. Got a turn 3 play next turn, the Blade Master's great. Got Deadly Poison, which could be nice for helping combo out Edwin. And this is a decent card. I cannot deal with it at the moment, unfortunately, but luckily, the Blade Master survives it. So, of course, you could play a Shattered Sun Cleric or a Dark Iron Dwarf, but, I mean, what else am I going to do? Shoot him in the face with this Perdition's Blade? That would be dumb. Let's go ahead and put the creature on the board and make him provide the answer. If you ask your opponent enough questions, eventually he'll run out of answers. That's another proverb. I think that's what we're calling them. We're calling them Papa Boris's proverbs. At least that seems to be the word that most naturally rolls off of my tongue. So does he have the buff? Paladins do have lots of buffs. Blessing of Kings, I guess, would be really great. All kinds of stuff. Wild Pyromancer. What? Okay. I guess that works. Because it wasn't a spell. Right. That makes sense. Okay. Well, here, I think we are going to do that rogue thing where we spend 0 mana and kill all the things. We will backstab this. We will shoot that. We will attack that. Now we'll swing. Alright, that was a pretty good turn. It's one of the most fun things about being a rogue. This guy, a little bit difficult to combo out, because I sort of missed my chance there. Because I, was too busy shooting his stuff. Maybe there was a way that I could have done it. But I feel like that was the right move. And, later he'll be a 4-4 for 3 later in the game. That's not the end of the world. It's fine. Okay, Dark Iron Dwarf is interesting. And I think I'm actually going to play him. Well, I could do Deadly Poison on this, which would let me kill that. So I'm going to do that anyway. Even though I'm not using the full Deadly Poison, I'm going to do it anyway just because it's good. So then either I play the Edwin as a 4-4, or I do this as a 4-4 and buff this guy's damage. We'll do this. Definitely going to kill that thing. So do I want to kill this thing, or do I just swing at his face for 6? I'm actually going to ignore the creature. So rules of thumb, they're just that. They're rules of thumb. So at this point, he could of course buff this, but I'm gambling on the fact that he can only kill one of my creatures. If he plays like Hammer of Wrath and Blessing of Might or something and kills them both, I'll be very sad. But I'm gambling that he can only kill one of them, so I think it was important to put 6 damage on his face, because 6 damage is, quite frankly, a lot of damage. And most of his good answers here cost 4 mana, so they take up his whole turn. If he has a Sunwalker, I can actually deal with it. Well, alright. So I could have killed this last turn. Instead, this thing is going to get to kill more than one of my creatures. It'll kill a creature and it'll eat a dagger, basically. Alright. This actually is really awkward. It doesn't quite work. I cannot combo them both out. Alright, well, anyway, we're going to do this dagger. Kill that thing. I've got enough health that I'm okay with it. And I'm going to swing at him for 6. Still seems good. And let's play this I hate this, but I'm going to play it uncomboed. Sometimes you just got to do the least bad thing, not the best thing. Alright, does he have any more buffs? He has Consecration. Well, that'll actually let him wipe my board, unfortunately. But I can counter-wipe it. Sounds like I don't even know what it sounds like. Alright, I'm going to play the Argent Commander. We'll swing. Now, I could play Conceal just to protect him, which is a totally reasonable move. However, I don't really want to do that because I would actually like to keep Conceal around as an extra combo enhancer for Edwin, or if I have enough combo without Edwin, or without Conceal. Holy Wrath. Alright, RNG. Okay! Wow! He drew a Molten Giant, and he actually gets it for free. Oh my god, am I really going to lose this game? Because I didn't kill that one creature. That deserves a well played.
Well played.
You've got to be freaking kidding. I need my sap. Oh no, sap doesn't work. It's free. It doesn't make any difference. Uh-oh, I think I just lose. Well, this took a dark turn, that's for sure. Yeah. Let's play the Tiger. And you know what? You know what I have to do? I have to do... Oh no! I don't have enough mana! I don't have enough mana to play him and to Conceal. I needed to play him and Conceal, then I'd actually be threatening lethal, and I could survive one attack. But unfortunately, if I just play the Edwin, he can kill it off with his freaking Cobra. Fuck. No. Balls.
Here we
You know what? It has to be done. Damn it. This guy used to be a lot better when he had built-in stealth and -1/-1. I guess that's why they had to change that. Anyway, Sprint really bit me in the ass here. I don't know what else this could have been, but anything would have been better than Sprint, I think. Wow, Holy Wrath into Molten Giant, and then the free Molten Giant when it's actually not irrelevant is a little bit sad. Okay, I mean, I still could win. It's possible. I think he's gonna hit me though with that True Silver Champion just to get the pure healing. Yep, so he gets healing. I need 6 damage. I don't have 6 damage. Oh, does he actually have the kill? He could actually have the kill. We'll see.
Put this apple on your
Knife
head.
Juggler. And Imp Master. He's gonna kill off Edwin. Yeah, that Cobra did it for him. So I don't know what else I don't know what I could possibly do here to deal 6 damage in one swoop. We'll see. Silver Moon Guardian. I guess we'll draw a card. Whatever. I really don't think there's anything at all. Nope. Well played. All right. Well, I'm sure there was. Yeah, I could have dealt 6 less damage to him, and then killed off his recruit. Then he wouldn't have been able to play Blessing of Kings. I figured, you know, since I was gonna get to keep one of my creatures, the 6 damage would give me enough pressure that I could win. It turns out I did not account for Holy Wrath into Molten Giant, followed by Free Molten Giant. So yeah, I should have killed that creature. Don't let paladins keep creatures. There's a reason why that is a thing I say over and over again. And this game was a perfect illustration of why you don't let them keep creatures, even one. Lack or Iac, Jack, something, some kind of paladin. I haven't seen you, Spiteful Smith. Well, we'll send that back. I'll keep this because again, it does not need to be comboed in order to be good, so I don't mind keeping it. And well, we have a bit of a lackluster curve. 2, 3, blank, 5. It's not great. Now he had a Consecration, so had I killed his 1/1, my guy would have dropped to 2 health, so Consecration would have killed it. That is actually extremely irritating. God, well, sucks. I'm gonna do this. It's not great though, because he can use this to kill the 1/1 for free. Well, actually, it's okay, though, because then I can play Perdition's Blade and shoot it off and maybe kill whatever he plays this turn. Haha. Alright, as long as he plays like a 2-toughness creature, like a Knife Juggler or something. Well, no, he would have played that last turn if he had it. As long as he plays a 2-toughness creature, I'll have a perfect turn with the Perdition's Blade. The Recruit, not as good, unfortunately, because I don't really want to use Swings of the Blade to kill the Recruit. But it's totally cool. I'll do that. I'll do that. It's not perfect, but it's still really good. Alright, next turn is very irritating. My curve has a lot of 5s and not as many 4s, and it's kind of biting me right here. Next turn, it's going to set me back a lot unless I get a really good card. I don't even know what I could get. Silver Moon Guardian would be like the perfect top deck, I suppose. Injured Blade Master would be acceptable. And maybe if you play stuff that needs to be removed, you know, like a Deadly Poison or a Shiv or a Fan of Knives or something could also be playable.
Let me think.
One turn in Hearthstone makes all the difference, so the fact that these are all 5 mana and none of them are 4 mana, like if this were Ascension, it would just be so much better. It could really define the whole game. Swamp Ooze to kill my weapon is a very reasonable play. And he's even going to Blessing of Wisdom, so he's going to draw a card off of this in exchange for me killing off his Ooze. Well, that's fine. It's a good move. I actually top decked the perfect card. Wow. And I will go ahead and let him have what he wants. It seems fine. So here we have a pretty decent position. Kodo could be a very good drop. I mean, now we're set, because this was a lifesaver. Imagine if all I could have done was just made a dagger. Would have sucked. It's gonna silence that. Okay, this is like why I think the owl sucks. Volume 500 and 888,000. Okay, yeah, you got rid of my divine shield. Boo frickin' who? I am going to kill for lust, and I'm gonna kill your owl. Even if I didn't have this, I still could have daggered it and been just fine. Like, that owl is just so terrible. Had it been a Spellbreaker, totally different story. Spellbreaker would have actually traded with this creature and killed it. That would have been fine. I consider Spellbreaker not just a little bit better than the owl, but like leagues better than the owl. The owl, I think, is just a bad card. Spellbreaker is decent. Alright, this is actually nice. It'll kill a lot of different things he might play. Not that, though, to be fair. And he's going to make a recruit. Okay.
Reporting for duty.
Fan of Knives is an interesting move, but without spell damage, it's a bit unimpressive. This sucks, because the Panther, I mean, that's exactly what you want to do with the Panther. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to play the Spiteful Smith. I'll kill that thing, do that, and I think this is a good time to play Conceal, honestly. Stops the Panther from trading with any of my junk. Consecration's terrible. All it does is kill the Guardian. And then I've got, you know, 10 damage coming through next turn, which is a lot. He still has a lot of health because I haven't been hitting him that much, unfortunately. But still, it's a lot of damage, potentially. And I should be able to play the dagger and kill a recruit off if that's what he ends up making. If he plays something really big, might have to do the Argent Commander. We'll see.
I wonder.
I will not douchily emote my opponent. I trust that he has reasonable things to think about. He's got 7 cards on the screen to my 6, soon to be 7. Equality... Wow, does he actually have the combo? Equality Consecration would kill everything, I suppose. Does he have it? He seems not to. Interesting. Okay, well, here... I want to dagger this thing to death. Then I can't play this guy and kill the Blade Master, sadly. But these guys, I feel like they're on death's door. So what I'm going to do is I will use my dagger.
Here we go.
We'll do the trade, because I'm assuming they're going to die to Consecration eventually. And this guy's fine to play. So we did 7 damage. We cleared off the Paladin's board. So life advantage, board advantage at this point now, thanks to the equality. He went a card down playing equality, but it didn't actually kill anything yet. So I am card advantage, board advantage, and life advantage, which is pretty good. Now Consecration can kill 2 creatures, but it's just a 2-for-1, which is fine. That's basically what he's behind already, so I don't care about that all that much. Got a Fan of Knives for a little bit of minion clearing and card draw. It's like rogues just have so much stuff that's like tailor built to kill paladins. I don't know, like this is sort of like the honorable foe versus the dishonorable, and I guess Blizzard's trying to send some kind of subversive message that dishonor is the better part of honor. But anyway, that's just me conspiracy theorizing. Anyway, with Shiv and Fan of Knives and the dagger, rogues are just so good against paladins. I actually, my only loss in this arena was to a paladin, comically enough, but you know, it's still a good matchup for me, I think. Okay, well here I think is a pretty easy call. We're just gonna go ahead and trade off these 1 toughness creatures while they're good. Don't let paladins keep creatures. We'll do this. I'll just play my War Golem. And I'm gonna hang on to this dagger. I'm gonna be using up all my mana. I don't think I have the mana to spare just to throw the charges away. And I wanna have this in hand so it can kill a recruit without me having to spend any mana for it. Well, this is kind of more or less a nightmare for paladins to deal with. Ah, man, if I only had a silence, I could silence this. Okay. So, what do I do here? I think the answer is Fan of Knives. Well, can I win? 5 plus 4 is 9, 10, 11. No, I can't win. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll Fan of Knives. Draw a card. Sprint, well, that'll be nice. We'll do this. I'm not going to let paladins keep creatures. We'll just swing for 5. And yeah, now I think I can go ahead and point with the damage. Notice I had no mana this turn, so by not plinking him last turn, I didn't lose anything. And yeah, we got a pretty decent chance of winning here. All right. So we beat this first paladin. We beat the second paladin. We lost to the first. And we're up to 4-1, I believe, which is a pretty nice place to be, although that can very quickly become 4-2 and 4-3, so we'll see. Like I said in an earlier video, I don't really get excited about my record at any point. Probably the luckiest thing so far in this run was top deck. It's like a subtle moment. It wasn't anything like flashy, but it was top decking that Silvermoon Guardian on turn 4, because otherwise I wouldn't have had anything to play that turn, and I would have fallen a little bit behind, as it was the extra tempo that creature gave me. You know, eating out a silence, then killing his injured Blade Master made a huge difference there. Okay, our next worthy opponent is another Druid, Meyer Zeba. Well, Druids have a lot of big creatures, which I'm not super good at dealing with. That's my fear with this matchup. Glad to be going second. We'll do what I usually do. I'll keep the predictions, but I'm pretty much always going to keep that card and hope I get a Defias Ringleader. Please? Nope. This could actually be awkward. Boy, these are not good in multiples. You know, I really should have, maybe I should start thinking about the fact that I've got like 3 of these. So perhaps I shouldn't be keeping them. Okay, well. Yeah. This is ugly. This is definitely very ugly. I have a lot of card disadvantage and a card that's dead for the whole game. So if I lose this game, it'll be entirely because my draw sucked. To be fair, I could have mulliganed this. I just didn't think about the fact that I have 3 of them in my deck and they're awful in multiples. Oh, goodness, that's not good. That is not good. I mean, I'll have to swing at his face a lot, basically, which isn't really how you want to use Perdition's Blades. Okay, if I had the coins still, I could actually coin this out and shoot that thing dead. As it is, I'll have to contend myself with making a dagger. And I'm going to use up the 1/1
Here we go.
rather than the 2/1. And the reason for that is, you know, it gives me some use out of my Wicked Knife. And there's a chance I'll actually play creatures rather than using hero ability to kill this thing off, so might as well use the dagger there while it's good.
My eyes are open.
Okey-doke. I think this is definitely the time for a Perdition's Blade. Number 1.
Here we go.
So just like I was saying, it's really good even without the combo because you can just kill 3 toughness creatures with it. Funnily enough, my opponent actually has the life advantage because I hit 2 of his 3 toughness creatures twice. He's going to use his hero ability to kill that off, which is very reasonable of him. I'd love to top deck Silver Moon Guardian again. That would be amazing. That'd be really great. Please. Oh, no. Okay.
Here we
Well,
go.
we'll do this, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shoot him in the face and play Deadly Poison, because why not? My draw... Okay, this is a game where my deck is not performing well. It's giving me my 7 drops and all my Perdition's Blades. It's just really... And like a Fan of Knives, randomly. It's just not good. I'm losing a lot of health, daggering up his creatures, and I'm not really getting any value is the problem.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Okay. Well, Leper Gnome. That would have been good like ages ago. Let's go ahead and actually I'm just gonna draw a card. I'll just do it. Might as well. Oh! Only targets undamaged minions. Why do I always draw those after I use Fan of Knives? That is so ridiculous. Alright, now Druids are not as good as Mages are at burning you out, but they're pretty good. They've got Starfall and they have Swipe, so when I go down to 14 health and all I have is a single Earthen Ring Farseer for healing, I could be in a bit of trouble. He still has a really high life total. I've been daggering his creatures, not him. Oh my god, this is terrible. What an awful draw. And the backstab after Fan of Knives is just the fuck icing on the shit cake. He's gonna heal this very smart because it allows him to kill off the Leper Gnome. Motherfucker. Sap. There's really no good targets to sap here. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and backstab this. I'll kill that. And we'll Perdition's Blade shoot that. And that's pretty much all I can do. Because life is terrible. Yep, I gotta start mulliganing my Perdition's Blades. They are not good to keep in my opening hand, and we saw why. Okay, well this is awkward. I can sap this, but I don't want to because he can just replay it and get a card. I'm at 10 health. I mean, this is pretty much just over. The deck didn't perform right. Nothing I can do. It's too little, too late.
Here we go.
That thing's gonna hit me anyway, so I might as well hit it. I'm going down to 4 health, which is pretty much a suicide wish against Druids, with Swipe and Starfire both being common cards. But whatever. That's what I gotta do here. I'm playing a Sunwalker. Oh goodness. Well, I can sap it and delay the inevitable, but that's pretty much all I can do at this point. I wish I could sap and sprint, but it is not to be, alas. So we'll do this. We gotta kill this creature, obviously. And swing at his face. I'll just play the thing that has more stats, I suppose. And pass the turn. Very low on taunt in this deck. Very, very low. Hard to make him stop attacking me.
Is my shield.
He has the removal for the golem. That's not good. I needed that golem around to kill off the Sunwalker with. Oh no. Edwin Van Cleef, thanks. Good timing, brah. Man, sprint has been terrible. I kind of wasn't sure when I took it, and now I am sure. It was not a. It might not be a bad card in general, but it was not the right call under these particular circumstances.
I get it.
That was kind of annoying. I think I can't really blame luck, though. I think my drafting decision with the sprint and my mulligan decision with not getting rid of that Perdition's Blade did me in. Ugh, well, if I went to 4 wins and lost with this deck, that would be really sad. I feel like this deck is better than that. I'm pretty sure this deck is better than, like, a deck I made it to 7 wins with recently. Which class it was, I don't want to spoil it in case you're watching the videos in reverse chronological order, but man, that would be sad. But, you know, the arena is getting to be very, very tough to play, and you really can't afford any little missteps whatsoever. I'm pretty sure in at least one of those games I made some mistake I didn't even notice, and hopefully a friendly commenter will point it out to me. In general, don't feel bad about pointing out my mistakes. You know, just, you know, don't be, like, mean. You don't have to, like, insult my humanity or anything. Just be like, hey, at you know, 3-13, you forgot to attack with your 2-2. And it's like, oh, that's good to know. I should know these things. Okay, well, we'll keep this because it's an early drop. It's nice, of course, to use the Kobold Geomancer later in the game, where it can serve as, like, a power-up instantaneously for Shiver, Fan of Knives, or Backstab. But in the early game, I think it's worth it to play it. It is sad if your opponent plays like a 2-3 or something and, you know, just kills it, but as a rogue you have some countermeasures against that, because you can ping off the creature with your dagger afterwards.
Is someone injured?
Okay, never mind everything I said. I'm not playing this because that just gives my opponent a free card. Man, that War Golem sure is friendly. He just likes to show up all the time. Next turn should be a good one as long as he doesn't play any taunts or power word shields or divine spirits or anything. Mind Blast. Okay, we're in the losers bracket now, baby. That's a card you should almost never draft. Now, a really intelligent commenter did make an interesting point a while back to me, which is that if you have Prophet Velen, that's the priest-specific legendary, he makes Mind Blast deal 10 damage, so then you could consider taking those cards for that 2-card synergy, which, as I always say, you should not dismiss. However, other than that, Mind Blast, he just went a card down against me. Now, against a rogue, I guess Mind Blast, I would say, is, like, maybe, like, less terrible than usual, because, you know, rogues can't afford to get too low on health, but still. We're going to go ahead and do this, even though it's not immediately useful. The reason for that is, by putting it at 4 power, I make it immune to Shadow Words, and I'm putting the biggest body on the board. This card draw is not urgent. I've got things to play for the next few turns, so I feel like it was worth it to put the power and the health on the field. And I'm at 21 health. That is plenty. I'm not concerned at all against a priest, so I'll, you know, just thank him for going a card down for me by playing Mind Blast. One of my friends was actually chatting with me earlier today, and he asked, you know, it seems like from your videos that you don't really like healing spells. Why is that? It's sort of the same thing as why I think Mind Blast is bad. A healing spell or Mind Blast, or like any direct damage spells like Sinister Strike, they cost you a card, but they don't impact the board. Now, sure, you could concoct a scenario like, well, what if my opponent's at 5 health and has an overwhelming board full of creatures, and the only card in the universe that will win the game for me is Mind Blast. Isn't it a good card? No, it's still not a good card, because that kind of thing is going to happen way less often than you needing to have a card in your hand that, like, impacts the board in some way. Like, if that Mind Blast had been, like, a generic 3-2 creature, it would have been better, because he could have played it, it could have killed my Kobold Geomancer. Instead, this Kobold Geomancer out here is going to do way more than, like, the 5 damage that he played did to me. Okay, so the Cult Master, that's a sign of desperation for sure. You generally don't want to play Cult Masters onto a naked board. Let's go ahead and draw a card. I will probably trade for this Cult Master, honestly, because I don't really want to take my chances. Wish I had this in my hand at the start of the turn, then I could have played Leper Gnome, comboed out, and shot this thing as it is. I will do this. Basically, what I don't want him doing is playing a taunt, and all of a sudden my problems are multiplied, because now I have to kill the taunt, and then he draws a card off of it, so it just gets bad. So we'll kill off the Cult Master, we'll leave a nice board full of creatures. He's got 6 cards to my 7, so not only are we equal on life and I'm ahead on the board, but the total number of cards is in my favor as well. Right, he catches up a little bit there. He's going to heal up the damage from the Leper Gnome. Okay, I cannot combo this out, sadly. I don't have enough mana, so I will go ahead and spend some health to kill this off. And I'll just play the biggest thing I have. I could have made the Silver Moon Guardian and made a dagger, but I didn't see much value making a dagger there because all it really does is deal 1 damage. And I'm planning to play this out next turn anyway with Silver Moon Guardian plus the Perdition's Blade. So here's a case where spending more of your mana on creatures is good. Had I kept the Tiger in my hand, there's no guarantee that I could combo this out. Now I've got it guaranteed. Looks like he's got a Holy Smite there for my... Oh no! That's even better than a Holy Smite. He steals it. Okay. Well, I can shoot it to death, which is fine. Okay. So, Fan of Knives is intriguing. It would actually let me kill off... No, it wouldn't. Well, it would let me kill off the Cabal Priest. Nope. I think we're gonna do this. Shoot that. And I'm actually gonna swing... I don't want to kill this stuff. I'm gonna, let me think about this. I can get him down to 9 health. He can then kill my dwarf. You know what? Let's just kill this thing.
Here we go.
Swing at him with the weapon, but I feel like leaving that around is an unnecessary risk, considering how much good power I have on the board. Mind Control is still a turn away. Mind Control really wouldn't save him anyway. He's way too low on health for Mind Control to save him. I actually have lethal damage, so he needs... Oh, something good. Is that Mind Control? I'd love to see Mind Control here. It doesn't do anything. Oh no, if he steals a creature... Okay, if he steals a creature, I can't kill him yet. I only... Yeah, okay, this is a new player. Sorry, I'm kind of rambling, but basically, he stole the creature that deals the least damage. At this point, I've got 9, 11 damage, so I only need one source of damage from anything, and I win the game. So he really should have stolen the creature that did the most damage, rather than getting greedy with this Divine Shield. In any case, because he did that, I get to kill him with Perdition's Blade, uncomboed. And that will do her. Okay, I think I made some good decisions in that game. And it just goes to show, Mind Control, not nearly as bad as like 5 different cards I can think of in the Mage's arsenal. Yeah, I think Mind Control, even unnerfed, is a card I would rather play against than, let's see, I'd rather play against it than Flame Strike, than Blizzard, than Cone of Cold, than Frost Nova, than, I guess, both Fireball and Polymorph. Yeah, that's 6 mage spells I can think of that I say are like more irritating than Mind Control to deal with. Just because Mind Control is so expensive that, you know, you can really plan for it and say, oh, if Mind Controls me, and your creatures can still attack and they don't die. Like, that's the thing. All the major spells make your creatures either not attack or not live. Mind Control only takes out one of your creatures, so it's not as bad. Please be second. Yes! Oh, finally, I'm second. Oh, my lord. Okay. Let's learn from past mistakes. We're going to mulligan this thing. There's 3 of them in the deck. We'll obviously keep the backstab for removal. Okay. Great. Fan-fiddly-tastic. So I really hope he doesn't have a Northshire Cleric, because if he plays a Northshire Cleric, it really stops me. It kind of takes the wind out of my sails from playing this Defias. So, alright, I was going to sing my song, but didn't have to.
This is our town, scrub.
Alright, it's a good start. It's the first time I've done that in this arena. I have actually lost more than one game where I've started with this. This game, it's looking promising. Second turn, I don't have anything to play, which is a bit sad, but I do have, you know, the dagger to put into my hand. And I can backstab that thing, which is awesome. And then we got plays to make after that. We got hoes in different area codes. I will swing at the dagger. It's not something I would generally do, but because there is a good chance on turn 3 he'll play a 3 toughness creature, I'll want to Perdition's Blade and then shoot it, in which case... And then shoot it with the Perdition's Blade and then attack it, in which case I would have wasted the damage off the Wicked Knife before I blew it up if I hadn't attacked the previous turn. And every little point of damage can make a difference. This is looking good. It's looking good. I, again, don't have any 4-drops because my curve just doesn't support that, apparently. Wow, that is a sad, sad play for him. Just throwing that into the meat grinder. Okay, so this actually lets me do something even better. I can kill this for free without any mana, and I'm actually going to play the Injured Blade Master. He's cool because he survives Holy Nova, and if I draw my Earthen Ring Forester, I can actually heal him up to be a 4/6. Next turn, like a lot of times on turn 4, sucks for me. However, I've got the Perdition's Blade, which is pretty good. Even uncomboed, it can deal 3 damage by itself, and I can throw away this Bandito to deal 2 more damage, and 5 damage is important because that'll kill Senjins and Yetis. Wow, Shadow Word Pain on the 2/2 Bandit. That is... He's got some kind of a crazy slow start here. Well, I mean, it's possible he's going to play giant cards from here on out, and because I miss a beat on turn 4 here... I can't play this, that's obviously unplayable. Because I'm missing a beat here on turn 4, I will actually fall behind. Like, imagine if I'd been able to play like a Chillwind Yeti or even a Silvermoon Guardian here. The game would be almost over, but as it is, because I missed a beat on that turn, that gave him kind of a window, and it's possible that he'll be able to catch up. Man, Sprint has just been a thorn in my side every time I've drawn it. Oh man, what an unfortunate card. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be delightful. It's not quite as good as Stampeding Kodo on a Gorobashi Berserker, but I'll be damned if it isn't close. Oh my god, that's really good.
Here we go.
Oh boy. I'm gonna say thank you. I normally like to respond when my opponent says well played. I like to say well played myself, but I don't think he really has done anything here. Okay, here's where what I really need in my life is a sap. No such luck. I think I'm okay though, because what I can do is play Perdition's Blade, ping off the Divine Shield, attack into it, use the Kodo to kill it, get 6 more damage on his face, and then play an Edwin Van Cleef as a 4/4 for some extra power. Seems really good. We'll do it. Ping! Swing! Got plenty of health, this doesn't really matter. My Kodo, to add insult to injury, is actually still alive. And we're going to play Edwin Van Cleef. A good option now is better than the best option later. Don't hold out. If you've got a good chance to use it, just use it. So I'm threatening the lethal in a number of different ways.
The gates are open.
That is not really going to help him, unfortunately for him. I mean, he's still dead with what I have on the board, and he realizes it. So that was a good game. Very, very strong win. We've really crushed the priests that we've seen, which is interesting, because you would think priest would be a good matchup against rogue, since the priest can heal, but maybe it's true, but if so, then I've been beating the odds here. I've lost to who? I lost to a paladin, and I lost to a druid, although the game against the druid I sort of lost to myself, drafting the sprint, and not mulliganing my Perdition's Blade did me in. Okay, 6-2, always that exciting place to be. We've made a success, but will we be in the money? I actually shot up in gold quite a bit, not because I've been doing well in the arena, but because I like had quests sitting around forever, so I was just like, screw it, and I went into constructed mode, and I won a couple of games with 3 different classes and picked up 120 gold. Okay, up against a mage is really not my favorite place to be. Going first is also not my favorite place to be. This is just starting out bad. And the opening hand was awful, so can we get something? Oh no! Oh no! Ah, well. Okay, at least I can play this on turn 2, but if my opponent has a fast start of any sort, it's just gonna be trouble. Sap is a card that's not so good early on. You really want to use it on something expensive. Okay, so I mulliganed a Perdition's Blade, I drew a Perdition's Blade. I would really like for her to actually play a creature here. That would be ideal. If she could like coin into a Raging Worgen or something, that would be great. Please don't kill my stuff. Please just play your own shit. Just play your own stuff. Leave me alone, Nebja! So this is doubly bad because now I have nothing to do with this blade, but I have nothing else to do anyway. Ah, okay. Well, I guess we'll play another one of these. That seems better than just shooting her in the face with the blade and then sitting with the weapon in my hand like a fool. Okay, so now we actually have decent moves to make, although all this is also not very good against mages because, of course, its Divine Shield can just be pinged off. Alright, this is actually really good. This Leper Gnome may not look like it, but it was actually a really important top tech because it allows me to combo the Perdition's Blade, which means I can shoot this thing off without having to sacrifice my creatures for it. Alright, so having a board full of 1 toughness creatures is not my favorite place to be against a mage because she's like 1 Arcane Explosion away from doing a number on me, but if she doesn't have that or Cone of Cold or Blizzard, I could be okay. Mana Worm and... oh, that doesn't look good. Cone of Cold is pretty awful. For me, that is, not for her. God damn it. Well, I've got a decent play here. I'm not going to use Backstab. I'm just going to go ahead and do this. This thing's on borrowed time anyway. We'll just trade it in for the Mana Worm. Hang on to that Backstab. This is good against mages, but of course in her 7 cards, if she has a single polymorph or fireball, then, you know, it's lights out. Okay, but at least Sap is getting better and better the longer in the game we go, which is nice. She's got a lot of value against me. Fuck you! Fuck you! Ah, damn it. Well, I just did not catch any breaks against this mage, so we lost the game. Alright, Mana Addict. It's not a good card, but the problem with it is that if I just play this, she can ping off Divine Shield, play a single spell, and trade into my guy. So what I'd much rather do is backstab it, make a dagger, kill it, and then play this guy. I was tempted to play him and the Raider, but I just think it was too risky. So we got 3 cards plus a dagger, and then to her 5 cards, which is a little bit annoying. I'm drawing my 4th card soon here, but unless I can draw Fan of Knives or Shiv and get some value out of them, it's not going to be looking very pretty. Oh, this card is so overpowered. I hate it. Well, we have to use sap on this, unfortunately. It's just otherwise it's just too good. Play a tiger. Swing for 3, and I got plenty of mana, so yeah, we'll swing with the dagger. So I have not dealt enough damage to her to be able to burn her out. She can replay the water elemental. I can get her down to 11. It's just not good enough. I think I might lose this game because I'm just out of juice. Alright, Twilight Drake means no elemental this time. Oh, healing. Fuck. That's awful. And then the Twilight Drake can actually kill my tiger after it uncloaks. The Kodo doesn't do anything. Fuck me. Well, I have to... Do I have to go for it? I think I have to just go for it. Damn it. Fuck. I can hit her down to 14 health. It's just not good enough. Because then she can trade this, run in, hero ability, finish it off. She's at 14 health. I don't have enough juice to finish her off. So what I have to do is do the trades myself. Well, maybe I'll sneak 3 damage in. Okay, I'll do this. Make a dagger. Do this. Kill it right now. And I'm gonna play the I'm gonna hold on to the Stampeding Kodo. My only shot in hell of winning this game is to kill something with Stampeding Kodo. Kill something really good, like kill a Gurubashi Berserker with it. That's my only possible chance. So when you're behind, you have to play to your outs. Fuck you! Oh my god, I hate mages. So much! I hate them so much. What a sad way to end the arena experience. What a sad, sad way. Okay. Well, let's do this. Let's kill that thing. Let's attack this. Finish it off with the Perdition's Blade to kill that thing. Getting to the point where against a mage it's real risky to hit creatures. She has 4 whole cards. Just gonna, she gets another card ahead of me. You know, Sprint would actually be good here, hilariously enough. Sprint is like the one thing the one time I actually need it, I don't have it because obviously that is how it's gonna be. Alright, well, let's see what I draw. Sprint maybe? Come on. Conceal, you've gotta be kidding me. Well, we'll do this, this, and do I even play Conceal here just to protect this thing? I don't know if it's worth it. We'll wait. I'll try to see if I can protect 2 creatures. Let's hope she doesn't have removal for this, and then I can, you know, get 2 creatures of concealment out of it. She's getting another card ahead of me. Man, these are really good Arcane Intellects. Maybe I should rate that card a little bit more highly when I play Mage. Because that's just breaking my back here. Should have played Conceal. Should have motherfucking played Conceal. Alright, well there's Sprints. That's nice. I think it might be too little too late, because that Scarlet Crusader, I'm not going to have enough mana to deal with it. Okay, how do we do this, Shazad? I think the way we have to do it is... I mean, I could Shiv this, draw a card, and play that, but cards are not the issue. Basically, Shiv would allow me to not have to hit it with my weapon, but whatever, it's all over. We're just going to do this. Gonna backstab to pop off the Divine Shield, and then we're going to whack her with my weapon. 13 health. Another pair of fireballs would kill me. She's used 2 fireballs already. She used 1 on my fucking Smith, and she used 1 on my fucking Kodo. So I guess that's 2 less fireballs for her to have, but this is Arena, so she could have more. Cult Master, I don't like seeing that at all in the slightest. And, of course, she's got this shenanigan. You know what would be great here? A Kobold Geomancer would let Shiv kill the Cult Master without giving her more cards. Any chance of that game? No! Well, I'm going to Shiv and draw a card anyway in case I get Fan of Knives. Gotta play to your odds. I cannot afford to be giving her any extra cards. Device Regulator. Balls. Well, we'll do this. We'll trade there. She gets a card. I'll dagger up. The Cult Master's going to hit me anyway, so I need to hit it, even though it's terrible to do so. And we'll play these guys. So there's like a bajillion and 1 different ways that my opponent could kill me. Pyroblast, of course, if she saw that in the draft. Frostbolt, Fireball. Frostbolt gets me really, really close. I just don't deal enough damage to her, unfortunately. She pings this off, let's say. I can deal 6 damage. It's just not enough. Oh, man. Water Month. Oh, hey, I put that back into her hand like 2 years ago. I remember now. Alright, well, this is a lot for me to handle. I need, like, my Booty Bay Bodyguard or something. That's really my only hope. Fan of Knives to draw a card would be nice. Okay, Fan of Knives. All right, maybe. Maybe we'll get something here. Maybe we'll make the magic happen. Nope, not a chance. Ugh. God, this game. I don't think it's even possible for me to kill both of her creatures, actually. Yeah, I can't do it. Well, if I leave them both alive, I'll go down to 1 health. Is that my only out? Let's think about this. I can attack, get 2 damage in. No. I attack this, use my dagger, get 4 damage in. She can get me down to 5, so I'm like above the point where Frostbolt would kill me. 12, and then I play the Stranglethorn Tiger. Can't play this, though, unfortunately. So this will be 9 damage, 10 damage. I don't have enough damage, although I could draw my Argent Commander and win that way. So basically, is it worth it for me to go above 1 health? That would protect me against Frostbolt and the few miscellaneous charging creatures.
Choose soon.
Alright. I think this is a very far cry, but it's my only hope. Gonna play this Tiger, gonna play Conceal. So she can deal 7 damage to me. She needs any source of damage of any sort to win the game, but I feel like that was my best chance. So we'll see what happens. Doesn't look good.
They'll never know.
Nightblade! Killed by a Nightblade! Who drafts Nightblades? Oh, God. Well, there's a lot of things that would have done it. And even if I had gone for the other plan, she still would have killed me. Because I wouldn't have been able to kill her in time. Oh, this sucks. What a frustrating arena. Well, we got to success. Our money is going to dwindle. And it is possible that we'll get lucky here. We can get like one of the 100-some wins. As long as we can dodge the dust globules. Well, we dodged the dust and we got, what is this? 60, 110, 120. I'll take it. I'll take it on the chin. All right, let's open up that pack. If you enjoyed the video, please like and or subscribe as always. And here we are in Papa Boris's Happy Fun Time bonus hour. Opening up our pack. Golden Common. All right. I would have preferred a legendary, but you know, can't have everything you want. Ah, that rare was new. What was it? So this Golden Common, let's disenchant that for 50 dust. Got a number of new cards. I think one of them was for leveling up. Oh no, a Hunter card? What the heck? Oh, I didn't have any of these. Wow, I can't believe how many packs in a row I have actually gotten all duplicates when I was missing like entirely the Savannah Highman. Interesting. Okay, well that was it then. I think. No, there's one more new card. Ah yes, I unlocked some kind of gold card at some point here. Assassin's Blade. Yes, that's right. The Golden Assassin's Blade. So very vital to my success. Okay, well, let's take a sneak peek at our next arena. Looks like we're going to be playing as, well, oh, wow. This is actually kind of one of the most annoying options I've had in a long time. I've played all of them very recently. Don't really want to play Shaman. I guess it's going to be back to Warlock again. See if we can, well, I won't spoil my last run, but let's see if we can do a good job. And that'll do it. So thanks so much for watching, as always, and I shall see you next time. Till then.